Hello, guys, and welcome to Stifex Trading Flow. It's another great week that we are starting, but for the last 2 weeks, we've not been having these weekly outlooks, and this week is one of the best because we are after the end of at the start of the week, and there's so much that is happening around the globe, so you need to be quite sure and know what is actually happening. But of course, before the start of any week, the key thing to start, number one, you must check on the calendar. This one you can check it from any forex calendar you have. Like in my case, Forex Factory is one of the best that I do use. And what you do check is, in my case, I will check for the major releases, not just anything. But if you can check, like for this week, it's only like the CPI nowadays. It is kind of making heads to turn, and any New York session US releases, like even for today, we may get some quite some great changes on the market prices, especially for the majors. Another commodities like gold and silver versus the dollar. Those are the key things. Then I don't think I have much. Even on Tuesday, you can check. We only have the CPI. Retail says is a key thing tomorrow, which is on a Tuesday. These during the New York session is another key thing to check at the CPI, the core retail sales and retail sales. This one for the US. So, but the good thing about this week is that we don't have what we call the interest rate decision or any releases. It's only most of the things you are checking are the releases and interest rates. So I'm expecting even employment and employment rates, but this one, of course, they come quite too early in the Tokyo session or the Australian session. So by the time we start trading near the London Open, we are not there. Unemployment claims, another great thing you need to keep your head turning on this Thursday. And of course, on Friday, we close the week with almost nothing, no major releases, except the pound retail sales, which will be quite early in the quite early in the morning. So the key thing for this week, it is good to keep in mind is the I think it will be the New York session. It will always be the determinant because of the retail sales and climate and employment claims here on Thursday, and unemployment rate maybe on for the wood, but not much that can affect the market. That tells you maybe this week we may expect the market to be actually moving based on so simple things like the demand and supply of the market. That is one key thing. Then, of course, never forget to always be coming at this point before I give you the overview of the other week that you're expecting. Here, you need to come here under daily effects, under sentiments, and check the retail positioning. Retail positioning is one of the key elements that you need to keep on checking all the time. And I think I took you through this, whereby you check for the positioning of retail sales, both net longs and net short, and pick the trades against and pick the trade against these retail sales. If this one, and we say this is a complementary one, the only one that if you can check like the one that we had short on Thursday, which is on the USD CHF, you can check this one. We had a very good sell, and you can check an average 70% of retail sales. They were taking these long orders, whereby but so the major. That's why I was positioning my retail sales. That's why I was selling on this one. So it was going hand in hand with my technical analysis. So this is part of sentiment analysis. And from there, the next key thing you can check is where you come to tradingstar.com. And this is where you check on what we call the commitment of trader report. Is the positioning of big financial institutions. And this one, you check at the futures. The futures, like you can check one of here is like the US dollar index. This is one of the key things you can check the short orders, especially it is for the big financial institutions and big banks that control 90% of the forex market. And you can check a key interesting here. You can check especially for this part of commercials. You can check we have more interest, more people are joining on the short positioning, and most of the traders here are leaving the net short, the net long. That tells you the trade for the US dollar index is changing, and that's why we are looking for, like on Friday, that's why we are buying gold, and that's why we're also selling USD CHF, and we continue to check for like trades like AUD USD Euro USD. You continue to check for Naudi USD and ZD USD. Those trades are in the long term, they may continue we may continue to check for the long positioning, and those ones for the majors that are majors for USD CHF, USD CAD, we may continue to check for short position because again on this week it is key because again Gerald Powell, we are waiting for the US or for the Fed to give us the information. A simple hint that actually now they may start now cutting the interest rate because this is what will start happening, and we are that's what we are expecting. So that is my view on that one. Again, don't forget another key thing here. Again, another key thing you need to check is the Nikkei. Nikkei is key because you know now why do you think gold went up in such a huge way on Friday? Although we are buying, I think we are live on TikTok on this one, and that's why we are buying this one because of one thing. We have so much turmoil like the one you have in the Middle East, the fighting still going on. And again, you can check again, the price of oil has again has shot up after we expected this one to move up. You can check all these shot up. This is because everybody is taking his money into safe havens. That's why you check the Nikkei is dropping big because now traders have decided now they need to reinvest their money in less risky assets like one can be something like gold, because you know now gold is always a safe haven because it has a store of value. Because that one it actually does not just fluctuate in any way. Another one can be the yen, because yen is one of the safe havens you can check in the market, and that's why I'm expecting yen crosses all these ones to yen to get stronger, and this one I'm expecting short orders in the near future, so that they may continue to drop down. So these are some of the cases you need to keep your attention on, especially the US dollar index and the safe havens, the yen, gold, and all those ones. Check on the sentiments. Go on Trading Star, check on the COT report. Make sure you have the information on your toes and any other fundamental releases that you may have. And especially for this COT report, you do not only have this one. There are so many. Just come here to COT futures. You can be able to check so many other things, like here you can come and check the pound, the Australian dollars futures, Bitcoin here. But the key thing, again, you should be able to check something like the yen. Yen becoming a safe haven. You can check on gold and see how the big financial institutions are moving these numbers. So that you can be able to be on the right information. Let's go to COT legacy futures. This is where you can get this information and check how both long and short orders, and also check the change in interest rate, open interest, see whether there are more commitment of short orders, especially for the total changes. If it start to become quite positive, especially, and check the total orders and see what is happening. Let's go to you go to COT legacy futures, then you come to here. You can check you have the US index. You can also come and check on the Nikkei. That's what I want to look at and see, so that you can be able to see those numbers and what is actually happening. Nikkei stock average, not that one. I want to check for the full rate as a future. Yeah, this one, it is here. Let's see what we have here. These numbers, how are the numbers being lining up? You can check one of the key thing is actually let's see what we have. The long is still dominating. We have a bit of interest, some guys who are joining the short orders. On the other hand, again, you can check the numbers as actually changing. You can check the numbers, especially for the non-commercials, those guys who are leaving the short orders. There are so many compared to the one that are leaving the long order. So this week, especially after these numbers has been released, because you can check the last time they were released on 10/10/2023. This one means it was last Friday. We need to keep on checking these numbers and how they are changing. So this one I'll keep updating you guys, especially for this week. It will be quite different, because now we may be able to know what happens after this. So from the market weekly outlook from Stifex trading floor, that is it. We are just starting to drop our signals on our Telegram channel. You can as well join us there. This is where you always trade. We also live on TikTok most of the times, and we also have don't forget, you also have our VIP signals group here. You can also join us here. We are here. We have. I think the weekend was quite a good one. We have not yet dropped anything. We start. You can check this was this DCHF sell. This was our last trade last week. That's why I was concentrating on that trade. You can check it. It did just drop down. So what actually happened is we'll just continue to trade. It's on a Monday morning, so that's what we are doing, and that is it from Steve Trading Floor. Just make sure you earn as you learn with us, guys. Thank you.